I wonder where a guy, an everyday Joe like myself, can find a little action.
Do I make you horny?
Me love you long time. Me so horny.
What is your major malfunction, numbnut?
Give me some sugar, baby.
People of the Earth, this is Dave Sheridan, a.k.a. Fishelowski Goofy, and you are listening to the Metal Hand of God podcast. MHOG.
Don't worry if you don't make it out alive. We'll give you your money back. Guaranteed.
Welcome back to the Metal Hand of God podcast. I am your host, Wayne, and with me tonight is the man, the myth, the legend, the one, the only, the Star Trek legend himself,
Vernon Smith. That actually is my middle name.
I knew that, but most people don't know that's a Slavic middle name, and it's more like a family name, you know.
Right.
And I can't even pronounce it correctly because sometimes it's you know it's not you know, and sometimes it's a little fucked up to talk about it, but you know.
Yes, my father was Slavic, but my mother was a BC Rich electric guitar, so it's kind of a combination from both sides.
Was she the BC Rich bitch?
Yes.
Oh my gosh. But yeah, so like we had a very interesting weekend. Me and Vernon actually spent a lot of the weekend together. Cuddled up together, hanging out.
It was lovely. I missed it. The fireplace was nice.
Yeah, exactly. See, it's not that bad, right?
Right.
We were cuddled up and like just picture the old Burt Reynolds picture, and that was us.
Right.
For a lot of people, like, who the fuck's Burt Reynolds? You know, it's like, come on, guys, come on, look him up. Burt Reynolds is a film icon and a sex symbol for years and years. Until
Wayne was the naked Burt Reynolds, and I was the hair on his chest.
Oh, I was gonna say you were the bearskin rug, baby.
Right. See, I was gonna go with the rug, but I was like, shit, was there a rug in that, or is that like a David Hasselhoff picture?
I think it was.
Remember.
I do believe it was a rug, and I think they did a ongoing thing too, where it was kind of like another celebrity did the exact same. I think it was it Tom Selleck did the same photo shoot for Playgirl?
Probably.
You know? Because back in those days, they were like, we're running out of fucking things to do. Let's get some celebrities to do these Playgirl magazines. You ever wonder why they call it Playgirl and had all the dudes in it, and Playboy and had all the girls in
it? Well, it was probably because, like, you know, boys of all ages would be playing with themselves with it, and then they just kind of flipped the script when it was dudes in it, and I don't imagine it was really many women that were buying that magazine. I'm guessing that was catered more to other men.
Maybe you're right. Where did the term hustler come from?
A guy in a wheelchair?
I mean, you know, like a hustler.
No, I guess he did it before.
You know, just think about like porn magazines. Their titles are ridiculous, right? Like, I mean, there is one called Jugs, for crying out loud, and of course, what is it? It's titties. You know, I mean, that's what it is. There's Barely Legal, which is basically as soon as they're legally of age to pose naked, they're in the magazine. What else is there, dude? There's like Penthouse. I kind of get Penthouse because it's kind of like the things that happen in the fancy penthouse. You know what I'm saying? Like it was that kind of thing. Playboy, I still don't understand. And then another thing I didn't understand is why is it a bunny? What the fuck is that? That's kind of like Easter, right? Why is there a rabbit laying eggs? It doesn't make sense at all. So why is there a bunny spread eagle, right? That like all these animals taking steaks. Right. You know what I mean? I just don't understand. What the fuck?
Yeah. Well, I don't know if you know this, but there is actually that barely legal club downtown here, like in the quarter.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Yeah. And like, yeah, I used to work in the quarter years ago at a restaurant that did delivery. And I was taking an order from like one day on the phone. And I was like, all right, where's it going? And she gives me the address and she's like, it's barely legal. And I was like, legal? Oh, okay. So it's like a law office or something. Like this fucking order. And she just starts laughing. She's like, no.
You sure? You sure you guys don't? Oh wait, no, you guys break the law. Oh, I get it now. I get it. Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe they were paying their way through law school.
Maybe, or because that's usually the excuse.
Yes.
I'm paying through college. I have 65 children to support. Or something like that,
Yeah.
But anyway, and I have nothing against those people. Like they work their asses off, literally and figuratively, about to make money, and more the power to them. I'm sure we have a bunch that listen to the show since Josh actually works at one of the gentlemen's clubs downtown. He works at I can't remember which one he works at actually. But yeah, he's the DJ at one of those. And
cool.
Yeah. So, but anyway, me and Vernon and Cuddle Bear himself was there for a little while. Rusty was there. Who else was there, man? Preston was there. Of course, Tim Latte was there.
Derek Tronovan.
Yep, Derek Donovan.
Robbie Transformers.
Yes,
Musso.
the Musso man himself. I mean, it was the who's who of the con trash was there.
Yes, the local comic book scene. Yeah.
Yes, it was all of us. And a bunch of other guys, man, like
John Holland.
John. Oh yeah, wow! Why the fuck am I forgetting old John? He was sitting right next to me the whole time. What a nice.
No one remembers writers.
What a nice dude, man.
Yeah,
like John is
John's
awesome.
Cool.
That was like the first time I've actually met him, and I've talked to him.
Oh, okay.
I've talked to him once before or twice before on Facebook about doing shows, like doing things, and man, he is such a nice dude. Very cool guy.
Yeah, he's way cool.
If you haven't had a chance to check him out, or if you haven't had a chance to check any of these guys out, go look at their work. I mean, they're all great people. Yeah. I mean, some do questionable acts, but they're all great people. Was it? Oh God, what? Jesse Elliott, was that?
Jesse Elliott.
Yeah, Jesse was there
yeah.
too. Yeah, Jesse was there too.
And a couple of newcomers. God, what was her name? Was it Stacy Lee? The
Susan.
Girl that was next
Susan
Lee.
Yeah. She's a very nice lady. Very nice lady.
Yeah, she's an artist from up in L.A.
Yep,
who does paintings and stuff. And she had a couple of books, so I didn't flip through them, so I wasn't sure exactly what they're about.
She actually gave me one. I'm gonna have to.
Cool.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to check it out. I hadn't had a chance to, but I haven't actually unpacked anything yet. Everything's still in fucking boxes, dude. I got home, I threw everything in the living room. I sat on the fucking couch, talked to my kid for a little bit, ate some fucking McDonald's, and I passed out, dude. I was done.
Yeah.
Done.
Yeah, dude, I ate like a couple of meatballs, a couple of French fries that were in the fridge.
Right. We were both like scavenging whatever we could get.
There was like a couple of cinnamon rolls that like my daughter had that morning. And like I laid down on a couch, and then next thing I know, I woke up and it was like midnight. And I just crawled into bed and passed out until like 6:30 this morning. Yeah, it was. I was wiped.
It was a lot, and it's funny because people say, "Oh, what did y'all do? Y'all just kind of hung out and talked." Yeah, we did, but we also got up real early and fucking, we did a lot of stuff.
Plus packing and setting things up for the first time in like almost 2 years.
Right.
It's
been a while since any of us did any of this.
It took me 2 hours to set up my table.
And I want to say this is the guy who put it on, Tim Stoddard. He is a fucking awesome dude. Like anything. Anything Tim ever needs and I can do, I will fucking do for him because he's always treated me great. I don't care what anybody I've heard so much bullshit about Tim through the grapevine. Yeah, man. I mean, people, he's I don't talk. Like just people who buy books from him or something. They're like, oh, we'll go to Showcase or whatever. No, dude, that dude has bent over backwards for me for things, and he's helped me when I needed it, and And I would do anything to help him out because he's always been a real nice guy and he's always been, stand up for me and all that good shit. And so, guys, if you guys are comic collectors or you're interested in starting to be a comic book collector or anything like that, go to Showcase Comics in Slidell if you're in that area. It's a distance for some people, but I mean, if you want a person who knows his shit about comics and is fucking like Tim, to me, is like one of those dudes that, like, he didn't just buy a fucking comic book shop to buy a comic book shop. Right. He is in...
Nah, he lives it. Yeah.
He is comic books. He loves the art. He respects the people. He expects the art form. Yeah, did I say expect? I meant respect. He expects the art form. No,
he expects it.
But no,
he knows it's coming.
But he respects the guys who put their heart out there, man, and
dude, he was the one that I think gave like the Jay and Silent Bob movie people all of our like information on like because for folks that don't know like what that Chronic Con scene in the movie.
Yeah, we're all there. Every one of us is in there.
Set up like we would at a convention, and Tim Stoddard's the one I'm pretty sure that like. Gave our info to those people to get in touch with us.
Yeah, I believe you're right. I believe it was partially Tim and partially Zach.
From Supercon.
From Supercon too, because him and Kevin are really good friends.
Oh, that's right.
Because he was he was donkey fucker
with Kevin too. Huh?
Yeah, he was donkey fucker.
That's right.
He was Zach was the big dude who was like dancing with the fucking donkey in Clerks 2. Yeah, the donkey show. But and also Zach and Mira Make a Porno is named after him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's just spelled different because I don't know why. I can't remember why it was spelled different.
But I think he did like a movie about Kevin Smith-Lee, like some kind of retrospective movie or something.
Oh, that's cool. He probably did.
I'm not clear on the details. But
that's another really cool dude, man. Zach was super nice to us too. He was a very good guy.
Yeah.
But no, like I said, like Tim is fantastic, and I'll do anything for Tim if he needs it. And like I said, he is one of those dudes that I believe that he loves the business. He loves everything about comic books and pop culture art, and it's great. It's great to see
funny
that.
As shit.
He is, dude. He is. He comes up with the craziest stuff, dude. It's so good, so
like
good.
Just really personable. Like it's. There's not going to be like a lull in a conversation.
No,
he's someone that knows how to
keep it
going.
Yeah,
and
he'll be on this fucking show eventually. I've been trying to get him on here to come talk to us, but that's like pulling teeth, though.
Yeah.
I've been trying to get him to start his own podcast too, so he can have all his guests and stuff on, through his shop.
Yeah,
and he bought all the stuff because I've been on his ass about it, but he never did anything with it.
Yeah, and not to be just generalized ass kissy, but also to be generalized ass kissy as well. I think all the shops here are cool, like in their own different ways.
Oh yeah, 100%, man.
I mean, yeah, I mean, we've all got ties with BSI
Yeah.
and stuff too.
I mean, that's where that's basically
which John from BSI, like,
yeah, he was there.
They were at the show.
I mean,
cool.
I mean, honestly, basically, we all met through BSI.
Yeah.
So, I mean, to be 100% honest.
Yeah.
I mean, that's where I met all you guys. Really, that's how I learned who the fuck Vernon Smith was.
Of course.
You know,
who's that guy passed out over there?
Yeah, is that drunk Vernon?
I used to drink before I had a kid.
Not you, man, not you.
Yeah, Crescent City Comics.
Yep.
Fuck, they've been around like forever. More Fun Comics. DC and Steve from that place. Awesome. Like, that's like really kind of coffee shop boutique, which I don't know. That sounds stupid to say, but
which one is that? I don't know that.
That's the one on Oak Street.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And yeah, it's like DC has been like, a bunch of local bands, Clockwork Elvis, Dr. Go-Go, stuff like that.
Clockwork Elvis. God damn, I remember that, dude. Jesus.
And God, what else is there? There's the shop that bought Ronnie's shop, Media Underground, but then moved to a different location.
Okay.
I can't remember the name of the store, but I know the owner's name is Nick, who I met like through Derek years ago.
Oh, okay, cool.
And shit, now I'm giving a horrible plug because I can't think of the store.
That's all right. I mean, at least you named him, right?
Right.
Yeah. Formerly Media Underground, Nick.
No, because it's not Media Underground anymore.
I said formerly.
Oh, formerly.
Yeah. But no, I mean, and I had a really good time at the show. I mean, like I said, it was tiring and all that good stuff. But, we got to hang out. We got to meet some really cool people. Not just the guys we knew, of course, but like all the toy vendors and all the of course, the comic book artists that were there were fucking
right.
All really personable dudes. Like,
yeah,
every one of them. Like, I was super, super excited. I even was talking to Arthur, and I cannot pronounce his last name. I don't know if it's
Suidum.
Is it Sweetum?
Suidum,
or
Heroes Corner. That's
oh yeah, okay,
sorry.
Yeah. There you go. But yeah. I can't. I feel bad. I don't. He's the gentleman who
Zombie King.
Yeah, he's basically responsible for Marvel Zombies. But I talked to him for a little bit.
He might be kind of hard to find if you're ever at a comic convention. Like, hard to find his table. It's really kind of small and unassuming. Yeah.
No, the dude has a lot of stuff, and it's really cool work. And as I was talking to him, I learned a few things from him that was really cool. Like, he would like to be on our show, which is very awesome. So we'll have him on sooner or later.
He has good taste.
Yes. I didn't know this at all, but his uncle, like, I don't know how I would know this, but his uncle actually trained with Norman Rockwell as a painter.
Wow.
And that's how he got his start because of his uncle gave him all his stuff. And I was like, that's amazing, man. Like, that's so cool. That's why I bought he actually gave me a print. And
cool.
The print he gave, he said, you pick whatever you want off the table. And I was like, really? He said, yeah. So I took the one that looks like a Norman Rockwell painting of a cop sitting next to a little kid, and they're both like zombies. Yeah. I thought that was the coolest shit, man.
That's way cool.
But he was super nice, man. Really cool guy, and I'm really excited to have him on the show. Rodney Ramos was really cool, dude. He had a really, really awesome print on his desk. On his thing that I wish I picked up from him, but I didn't. I just was too busy doing everything else. But it was from Toxic Avenger 1, because he did Toxic Avenger 1.
Oh, okay.
And it was the cover. And if you had bought it for $50, he'd have put a fucking head. He put a fucking a head sketch on it.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, but I didn't have time, man. I was doing too much other shit.
Yeah.
What about you, man? Did you talk to anybody interesting that we have not talked to before? learn learn things that we haven't.
Well, there's another local artist. Well, he lives like across the lake from here, like in Mandeville, who I'd met. His name's Gavin Guidry, and I remember seeing his name like at a show that we did like right before COVID hit.
Okay.
It was either the New Orleans Comic Con or the Mighty Con, but I think it was the one that was in the convention center.
I got you. Yeah, that was the New Orleans Comic Con.
Right. Yeah. And he had done like a mini series with Action Lab Comics, who I've got a book coming out with this year. And so it's like, oh, I want to meet this guy, just like kind of get, just like kind of trade stories or whatever. But then like his table ended up being like right next to me. And he's also recently done, like he did a cover for Ninja Turtles and a cover for.
Yeah, that was a very sick cover, by the way. That looked really good.
Yeah, and he knew it too, and so he put it on his banner.
Yeah, he did.
And I was like, yeah, dude, of course. Like, I would have that on a shirt. I would, like,
yep, I did this
on my neck.
Yeah.
Yeah, and God, I think he said he might be doing something with Captain America too.
Oh, nice.
But yeah, and he was super cool, like super chill. And
yeah, he seemed like a really cool guy.
Yeah, fun to talk to. It's like, all right, cool. That was a nice table neighbor to have.
Right, and that's why I was really excited when John was next to me, because I was like, oh, great, somebody I actually can talk. Like, I don't have to break the ice because I've already talked to him online, Right. And it's like, hey, John. He's like, oh, yeah. And it was just, all day, dude. All day.
Yeah.
That dude's a monster, by the way. John Holland is a fucking monster. He's got 80 million books he wrote.
Many comics?
Right.
And dude, like, and I hadn't seen anything from him in like a few years, and then like he just came out the fucking gate, like,
right?
Full steam.
The dude is a monster.
It's his own publishing company called like Diebold Comics, like Diebold.
Yeah.
And I just keep seeing like, oh, here's some art from this book. Here's some art from this book, and the art is fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Like, he's finding some really good people to work on his books. Like they look really good.
While we were sitting there on Sunday, he knocked out 9 to 10 pages of a script.
Right.
I'm like, dude, you're a fucking beast.
Yeah.
He just, it was great. It was really cool. Like I said, it was really cool to meet him, man, because like we just shot the shit all day, and then when lunchtime came around and we got to go fuck around with the food trucks. Mm-hmm. Did you go fuck with the food trucks?
Nah, dude, I hit a Popeyes drive-thru the night before and just brought that with me.
You fucking no goods. Hi, I'm here, support local. Oh, wait, I'm not going to buy something from a local food truck.
Popeyes started here, dude.
No, fuck Popeyes. Fuck Popeyes. No, I'm just messing with you, man.
Popeyes, dude.
Yeah, dude, I can't eat Popeyes that often.
I'm taking off my MHOG shirt.
Oh, yeah.
I actually wore my fucking work uniform.
You wore it? That's beautiful, dude. That's so
got
good.
Got my MHOG shirt on.
That's good. Nah, man, like, those food trucks were really good. Like, the one that had the fucking brisket french fries.
Nice.
Dude, let me tell you, that was worth the fucking like $8. Like, and because it was mostly brisket. Normally you think, I was thinking, great, I'm gonna get these fucking fries.
Yeah,
and
it's gonna drizzle something.
It's gonna be like 7 pounds of fucking french fries, and then like 4 little scrapings of what they call brisket.
Yeah.
When it's really like gristle, and a squirt of barbecue sauce, right? Mm-hmm. Dude, I get this thing and it must have weighed like 8 pounds.
Jesus.
I get it to my table and I'm looking at it and I can't find French fries. I'm like, where are the fucking fries? I'm like, this is just fucking. You should have called it
so
meat.
Much you're mad.
It's like, you should have just called it meat. I can't, like, you want some meat?
You're angry because it actually didn't have any French fries. You're like, dude, I'm fucking ripped off. I paid for fries.
Like, where are my fucking fries, dude?
Go back and complain.
Like, dude, the brisket was great, but like, where the fuck are my French fries?
Right. Yeah.
But no, they
Damn
were.
You for hooking me up.
I wish I would have remembered the name of the place, but they were really good.
Nice.
I'm glad.
I heard the coffee food truck was good too.
Yeah, everybody says I was missing out on the coffee truck. I'm like, I don't drink fucking coffee, so.
I do, but I make it at home. So like I had like fucking cold brew coffee before I left. So.
Oh, sweet. You're like a fancy boy.
Oh yeah.
I need that cold brew. Cold brew.
I got a whole like coffee bar set up here, and I've even got I got this dumb fucking kitchen towel that it's like a white towel, and it's got like a little image of a coffee mug on it, and it just says, "But first, coffee," because
no, you don't.
It's so douchey, and my wife like hates stuff like that.
Yeah.
And so like I was at Walmart and I saw it and I was like, I
have to buy
this just to piss her off, and it totally did.
It worked.
She hates it so much, and it's just so tacky and horrible. And I mean, I hate it too, but I think it's more funny than anything else. Just for a thing for someone to get so angry about. It's like I had another friend of mine that just hated Sheryl Crow. There was this girl that I worked with when I was a graphic designer, and I'm like, I didn't know anyone really cared about her one way or another, but she makes you so angry. And it's just funny.
Like, I don't know nothing about Sheryl Crow except that she did that one bald dude.
Right.
she was fucking the Uniballer.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Lance Armstrong.
Yeah, the only thing he had strong was his arm. Because everything else. Well, no, actually, I take that back. And then back, he was very strong because he was fucking juicing. That's why he probably only had one ball. I mean, goddamn, man.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking juicing.
There's probably two that just shrunk into one.
Yeah. Yeah. That's, again, Uniballer.
Mm-hmm.
That's our next comic book, the Uniballer.
Right.
It's a mix between the Unabomber and Lance Armstrong.
Armstrong and Kaczynski have a kid.
Yeah. Oh my God. Oh.
Yeah, fuck.
Lance Kaczynski. Theodore
oh
Armstrong.
yeah, so a couple of us actually went over to John Holland's place after the show. It's like Adam, formerly of the MHOG podcast.
I was gonna say, who all went over to John's?
Robbie Transformers and myself. Yeah, that was about it. Was a couple of us. And it was like out in the country.
Yeah.
But like it was really cool. Like he's got a ton of books, a ton of comics, like nice place, nice, secluded.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was way cool. Yep, hung out for a bit, then drove back.
Did you catch the rain coming back, man? Because I did. It was fucking terrible.
Nope.
Yeah, dude. Like, I couldn't see. Like, the people were fucking stopping in front of me. Like, it was bad.
See? Shouldn't have gone home first.
Well, I had to, man. I missed my kid, dude. I had to go home. I'm sorry.
It's not like they grow up fast or anything.
Yeah, right, man. Fuck, dude. It's like
Jesus.
Blink of a fucking eye and they're done.
Yeah.
They're asking for the car keys. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
Weren't you just, like, asking me to wipe your ass? Dude, at the show, what was the coolest thing that you saw? Like, out of all the stuff that all the vendors had and all the shit out there, what was one of the cool things that you wish you could have bought?
Cool. Because the coolest thing I saw, a mirror.
Yeah, because you were staring at yourself, you fucking
loser. What's up, sexy man? No, I saw like a fucking Thundercats base that was pretty cool, and then actually the guy that stopped by your table that was looking for Star Trek stuff, and then you sent him over to my table.
Yeah,
he came back later, like because like we were hanging out for like an hour talking about like this Star Trek shit, like quoting Wrath of Khan and stuff like that, dude. Like fucking just repeating dialogue.
And see, I knew the dude to send him to because I was like, I think Vernon's got some cool prints in there that you might be interested. I was like, I knew you were a big Star Trek dude, and I was like, well, maybe you drew a few things and had something he might want to buy or something.
Yeah, which I didn't on me. Like there was stuff that he liked, but then he was like telling me like he was like, see, I'd like something if it was like the original 1960s Enterprise. And I was like, actually, dude, I've got something that I could color and turn into a print. And I showed it to him. And it's like, like one of those like just kind of classic scenes of like the Enterprise circling around the planet. And it's like kind of like the 3/4 front view.
Yeah.
That was like, the opener of like half the episodes.
Oh,
and he's like, yeah, if you do that, let me know. I was like, all right, cool. So I have one future sale lined up now.
Awesome, dude.
But then he came back like after I guess hitting some of the toy vendors, and he had like this big Micro Machines box of like all the starships in it.
You know what,
like,
dude?
From the '60s, from Next Gen, DS9, Voyager, like the original series movies.
I had that,
like the first 6.
I had that.
Really?
Yeah, I did.
Nice.
I had it and I sold it. I think I sold it. I don't know. It may still be hidden in my fucking storage somewhere.
Nice.
Yeah. I had that box set, dude. I when Micro Machines started releasing, like sci-fi shit, like Star Trek and Star Wars and Alien and things, I bought all that shit.
Oh, okay.
I had so much Micro Machine stuff at one point.
Right.
And they made a comeback.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they're back. My kid plays with like the Micro Machines now.
Oh,
I'm like,
nice.
this is fucking crazy, dude.
Yeah. See, like I think I do remember like the ships, but I was like, it's too small. Like I always wanted bigger ones.
Yeah.
But like when I saw him this time, I was like, and he's like, yeah. So I'm gonna put this box up on display. I was like, dude, I would take just all the ships out and just have them like going across my windowsill.
You're like, dude, I'll draw you something if you give me that.
Right. Yeah, because like I don't have a whole lot of toys, but the ones that do have, like I take them out. Like I've got them on the shelves. Especially like the cars that I have, like the DeLorean, the '89 Batmobile, and like the Mad Max Interceptor. Dude, I fucking drive those things around.
That's awesome.
In my art studio, or like we were watching the '89 Batman movie, and I was like, "Ooh, hold on!" And I'm I get the car, and I'm like driving it around. Like,
that's fucking bad, dude. I thought of you the other day when I was emptying out my closet. When I was getting those giant, I gave away a bunch of fucking art posters that I had. They were like they're like movie posters or whatever, different things from movies and stuff. And they were just taking up space in my house. And I figured I'd make a little raffle, and somebody would go home with something cool. Yeah. Someone would go home with. They would go home with something nice, and they didn't have to pay a whole shit ton for it. But I was digging through my closet and I ran across my DeForest Kelley, Leonard Nimoy, and Captain Kirk autographs. I have them framed, and they're each one of them is a single photo, but they're all framed in one picture. Like one
nice.
frame. My mom got me that years ago from was it QVC? She paid $80 for that. I can probably get like 700, 800. More than that, dude. I watched that. I saw a DeForest Kelley autograph go for almost $700.
Yeah.
And I'm like, holy God. And now that Nimoy's gone, dude, I mean, come on, Captain. I don't wish death on anybody, man. No, dude, never. But yeah, I thought it was really cool. I was like, man, Vernon would love to see that. And one day you have to come by the house, man, and you check it out, because I think you would really like it. I have that, and I actually have.
I mean, if you just want to drop it off here,
my other one
I'll give you 85.
Oh, sweet. Okay, deal. My other one I have is that Star Trek is Kirk. William Shatner, but from is it a Voyage Home? No.
The Voyage Home, the one with the whales.
Was that? Yeah. It was him in the Voyage Home outfit, like, and then that one's signed, and then next to it is the entire crew picture on the frame, but nothing signed on that. It was just his that was signed, and then the rest of them were on there. And she got me that too from QVC. My mom was a QVC person when the sci-fi stuff went up.
Yeah.
But
that's way cool.
Yeah, I have those two. I was looking, like I said, I was like, man, I bet you Vernon would like to look at this.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Because you're that guy. And don't
am.
and don't get me wrong, dude. I love Star Trek. Like I really do. I was never really hard into it. Like I would watch, Generations. I watched the original stuff with my dad, you know, and things like that. I think since Star Wars was the first movie I ever saw, I think that was why I was more of a Star Wars guy than a Star Trek guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, I mean, it was for me too, and I had all the toys. You know? All the, like, dude, I remember one time, like, my grandmother actually took me and my cousin Christmas shopping for our own stuff. She's like, you just pick out whatever you want. Dude, I got like the Hoth base, like, just everything from Empire. I fucking got it. Like the little twin ships from
the Cloud
City.
Yeah, the Cloud cars.
Dude, yeah, fucking everything. She was like, just get whatever you want. It's like, awesome. And you know, so like I still remember that like 40 years later.
Well, you think about it, dude. Like I remember there was a store. I don't know if it was Service Merchandise or if it was Academy or it was whatever store it was. There was a store right over here. Now it is a community college. Like the building's been gone. The store has been gone for 100 years. You know, it's been forever gone. Not really 100, but you know what I mean. But I do remember, like, I'll never forget this because I walked into that store as a little kid, probably 8 or 9 years old, maybe a little younger than that. And the shelves seemed so tall. Yeah. And they were just fucking covered in Star Wars figures. Yeah. I'm talking like hundreds of these figures. And I'm sitting there going, wow, this is so fucking cool. And I mean, we're talking 12 backs that are like $500-$600 a piece now. Right. And I'm thinking to myself, man, just to go back in that time bubble and like bring my paycheck and just empty it. Like, serious. Like, for like if you had like $1,000, that's almost 1,000 figures back then because they were only like $2 to $3 at most.
Or you just buy like, you you buy like, you know, a couple of bases, ships.
Yeah. Like the fucking, dude, just
the Millennium Falcon.
Give me 6 of those box, please.
Death Star.
At $20 a piece, you know, or $30 a piece. And then you can turn around and resell them for $1,000, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. Come back to 2021 and buy a house.
Yeah. And still have shit left over.
Yeah.
Ah, dude. That and then like I remember going to fucking Lionel Playworld that was over here and walking in. No, not that one. I went to the one that was over in West Bank. Oh, okay. So there was a Lionel Playworld on the West Bank, and there was a Children's Palace that was on the West Bank.
Children's Palace, yeah.
You remember that store, Children's Palace?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, not many people remember that one. I remember walking to Children's Palace and like when the He-Man figures hit, and that was another amazing thing. You walk in and like the whole wall is just full of these figures, and like loose, dude. I'm not joking you. Loose complete He-Man figures are going for exorbitant amount of money, dude. Like I'm talking $200-$300 a pop for a loose figure. Yeah. You get them on the card, and if it's mint, you're looking at, you know, $3,000 to $7,000, you know, and I'm like, holy fuck, dude.
Dude, yeah, like the original Transformers, original G.I. Joes. Like I was even just looking at like just some loose G.I. Joes, like on eBay, because like, you know, I had one. I was doing like a commission for John from BSI for like a G.I. Joe figure, and he has like tons of this one figure, Sea Slug, and he's like, yeah, here, use this for reference, and it was like I would just hold this thing, and I'm like, I miss this, and I've always thought, like, even since then, I'm like, why did they not just continue? Why didn't other toys make their figures like this? Because these are like perfect, like the movements that they have are fucking perfect.
You know they brought them back, right?
Yeah,
The retro stuff.
But I mean, like other, like if it was like Star Wars figures,
Yeah.
Star Trek figures, like whatever. Like I'm like, why do they not go with this model? Because it's like they were perfect.
Yeah, all the movements. They had the like what they had 1, 2, 3. Like their arms had like 4 points of articulation. Their legs,
swivel arm battle grip.
Yeah, dude, it was so good, man.
Yeah, but yeah, nah, dude, I had fucking all that shit. Like I even so with the Transformers, I remember like as a kid, so I was like a latchkey kid, like I'm getting home before my parents did.
Yeah, same.
And
I did the same.
And I found out where they had the Christmas presents hidden.
I wasn't looking for Christmas presents. I was looking for porn mags. But anyway, go ahead.
Shit, I wanted the toys more than that. and like, I remember like, dude, they'd gotten me like fucking Optimus Prime and a couple of other Transformers. And I was like, all right, I've got an hour before they get home. I would carefully, and I don't know why I'm showing with my hands, like the intricate finger tape peeling thing for a podcast, but I would like carefully peel the tape back, open the thing up, slide it out, like untwist the little thing.
Just to see what you were getting, huh?
And take it out and like, dude, it would take me like 20 minutes or so to get it out. And then I'd play with it for like 5 minutes and then like put it all back together, spend like another 20, 30 minutes putting it back into the box and make sure it looked like, nothing had happened, and then like put it back in the closet. And I did that like several times. And then like, so then Christmas would roll around and be like, oh my God, I'm so surprised. And I'd even take it out and, I mean, they never said anything, but I mean, I don't think I was like an Oscar-winning actor at that age, but I would just be like, oh man, I hope I can figure out how to transform this because this looks pretty difficult, even though I've done it like a dozen times at that point. Like it was an old toy, but it was still fucking cool.
Your parents are like, he's a fucking savant. Look at him.
Right.
Wow.
But I'm like throwing it on purpose. I'm like, how does this? Oh, okay, I got it now. Finally, because it's my first time playing with this.
He's gonna grow up to be a fucking genius.
Joke's on you, Mom.
I remember. What was the first Transformer you ever got? Do you remember?
I think it was Jazz.
Jazz.
He was either the first one I got or he was the first one that I played with because my cousin had him first, and he got me into it.
My very first Transformer I ever got was Brawn, the little bitty like was
that the Jeep?
Yeah, it was a little camouflage Jeep, not camouflage, but like green Jeep. That when they had the small ones, it was like the single bikes, and those were probably like $3, And back then that was expensive for us, like you couldn't get $3 was a fucking lot for a toy.
Yep.
And for Christmas, I was like, Mom, I really want some more Transformers, right? Well, which ones you want? And I told her, the ones I want. And I remember for Christmas, I opened up and I got fucking the Optimus Prime, the big truck with the fucking back end, and I got Soundwave.
Oh yeah, dude, I love Soundwave.
I still had Soundwave for like my original Soundwave I had. Till about a year ago. Like I had, I had. It was all busted up and shit, but it was still so fucking cool.
Did you have the tapes too? Until then,
and then came, was it Gen 2 maybe or Gen 3? I don't remember when Shockwave came out.
Oh, I thought Shockwave was part of Gen 1.
Was he? I don't remember. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I had Shockwave. The purple gun?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the lot of Transformers I had, which I still wish I had, were my Optimus Prime, my Soundwave, my Megatron pistol, which was unbelievable.
See, I never got that one because I thought his robot form looked dumb as a toy.
It looked terrible. Don't get me wrong. But walking around with the fucking Luger in your hand was
Yeah.
fucking really sweet. You know what I'm saying?
No,
Like
the
it was
gun looked
so
fucking
good.
about it, but I was like, the figure looks like dog shit, so I never got it.
Yeah, and then I had Shockwave, and one of my all time favorite ones was Jetfire. I had those.
Oh, I never had Jetfire, and I really wanted it because like I was big into Robotech.
Right,
too,
it's a
and that's,
fuck.
like, the
Basically, it
Veritechs.
was a Veritech all the way, dude. And
Yeah.
it was fucking huge, and it was awesome.
Yeah.
And I remember when we were cleaning out my mom's house from Katrina, I found parts of him
Oh wow.
in the attic. Yeah, like bits and pieces of him. Like, man, I wish I still had him, but fuck, dude, a used beat up one will cost you $500 now.
Right. Yeah.
I'm like, Jesus Christ, dude.
Yeah, a buddy of mine had a Jetfire when we were kids, and I would always play with it when I would go over there.
Yeah,
and then I also like the ones from the movie, like.
Oh yeah.
Galvatron, I didn't get because of it. It looked like a shitty, just like a Megatron kind of
A
thing.
cannon. He turned into like a cannon or something.
Yeah. But who were
I mean, it had Starscream, Thundercracker, fucking
right? Who was like the Scourge and
Scourge
Dirge or
and
some
Dirge?
shit?
Yeah, those were the fucking. They
There
were
was
like
the purple jets.
the Scourge and Dirge were like the
Is that what they were called?
Yeah, they were like the fucking spaceships. Those were the spaceships. Yeah. Not the jets, because those were the ones that came from fucking Cybertron, right?
Well, they got transformed by what's his face, Unicron.
Yeah, that's right. I couldn't remember. I can't remember. Dude, it's been so long since I've seen that movie. That's what we need to do. We need to plan a night where either you come over here or I go over there, and we sit down and watch the Transformers film and the G.I. Joe film.
Yeah, dude. Adam was just talking to me about the G.I. Joe film, and it sounded really familiar.
Yeah, he said you never saw it.
Like broken up as the in episodes.
But like the Cobra Law and all that shit with like the fucking
Right.
with Serpentor.
So I remember Cobra Law, and I remember
That's where Serpentor came from.
Yeah, and I was like, which I remember that. I remember Serpentor, and I was like, yeah, and didn't Duke die? And he's like, yeah. And then he told me like how they
brought him back.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert: he's not really dead.
Right.
Yeah. And like who was it? The Globulus and fucking Nemesis Enforcer, and I forget who the other one. That was from the Cobra Law. That was the Snake dude, and the fucking the Nemesis Enforcer was always my favorite one though. He's like a light purple almost, but he had like wings and fucking like spikes on the back of his arms. That dude was badass. He was my favorite. Yeah. But anyway, back to what I asked you. We delved into the nerd bin for a second. Like what was the cool thing you saw? One of the cool things that I saw, there was a dude who had a box of Snake Mountain.
Oh wow!
From the original He-Man, but he had it set up. Okay, it was all set. Like he had the box set up, but in front of him he had like a bunch of He-Man stuff. But inside the case below it was a bunch of fucking knockoff stuff. Like remember the Warlords? Remember Warlord from the comic book?
I remember. Yeah.
Yeah, he had him.
Yeah.
He had fucking the pirate dude, the Cyclops pirate. He had the fucking the skeletons.
Right.
He also had, but that's called I forget what it's called, but I think the company was ECO, and he had the fucking castle, the ECO castle. I've only seen this in pictures, never physically seen one in my life. And it was sitting there. And I was afraid to ask the dude how much he wanted for it because I just knew it was gonna be fucking retarded,
right?
And I was just kind of like, man, I want to take this home so fucking bad, but I also want my car. It's like that kind of thing, man. Like I saw one. A guy bought one. He said, I found this from a guy at a flea market or whatever. The guy didn't know what he had, and I got it for like $70. And I was like, dude, that's an incredible deal because the dude I saw like 4 days ago get one, spent $700 on it, you know?
Right.
And I'm like, wow. But no, he had some really, really cool like knockoff toys that were just like he had a fucking machine gun that had a picture of Rambo on it, but it had like Nazi fucking like logo thing on the sticker, like a German sticker, and it had like it was really weird. I'm like, he says, yeah, these fucking 80s toys were whacking crazy, dude. Like they would just stick shit on it to make it look cool, you know?
Right.
But
Cyclonus. That was Scourge and Cyclonus.
Oh, there you go. There you go. Yeah. And then the fucking what was the head guys from the cartoon?
Was that the quintessence? Like the judges that were guilty, not guilty, or something?
Just like had like the weird faces and like they spun around with different faces. Yeah, those were cool. Yeah. They never made those as a toy though.
They didn't?
No. And I'm completely shocked by that. Like I really wish they would have. We need to talk to Robbie Transformer Musso and see if we can get us one of those.
Yes, indeed.
You know, it'd be cool if Robbie did a MHOG print of all of our faces as those. Like each face spun around, you know, and it was a different one of us. Now that was
a really cool thing in this guy Buster's sketchbook. It was the Ninja Turtles, but as Transformers.
Oh, that's really cool.
Pretty cool.
Yeah. They have a robot turtle too, right? What's the robot turtle's name? Ironhead or Loggerhead or some shit like that?
I don't remember.
Yeah, there was somebody built a robot version of a Ninja Turtle in one of the cartoons, and it was it kind of reminded me of a Transformer, but I can't remember what his fucking name is.
All right.
Yeah. Any of you guys out there remember his name? Please tell us. Do we want to know?
Call in now.
Yeah.
Phones are open.
Except they don't come through. And one of my favorite people of all time was at the show, besides you, Vernon, of course, was Tom Cook.
Oh, yeah.
That dude, I was pissed. I was so mad. I wanted to wait till Buster walked outside, punch him in his head, and steal it. But you know, he bought a film cell from Tom Cook of Beastman, and it was fucking beautiful. It was like,
nice.
Dude, but it was like an 11x17 cell. Like it was huge. It was just so beautiful, and I'm like, fuck, I wanted that.
And I'm just now realizing I should have seen if he had or even could draw. So like my daughter's recently gotten into the Jetsons.
Oh, dude, and he did the Jetsons. Yeah, bro.
I didn't even think of that.
Yeah, man. He did. He did so much, dude. The Jetsons, Johnny Quest, fucking a lot of Hanna-Barbera stuff. You know.
Yeah.
Just like, oh, man.
But it's just so weird that, like, she's into a cartoon from, like, 50 years ago that's about the future that's, you know, not too much ahead of where we are now.
Yeah. Well, think about this, too. I mean, look at my son, man. He's into He-Man, you know, and I'm going, you know, He-Man, I mean, it's having a resurgence now. Mm-hmm. But, I mean.
Oh, yeah, they're having a new cartoon.
It's been a dead property for fucking almost 30 years.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, they did have the resurgence with the 200X series, which was probably one of my favorite series of toy. You know, I didn't watch the cartoon, but the toy line was incredible. Like, and then of course what the Four Horsemen did to it prior to that was amazing, because like it was kind of like taking your He-Man figures and characters and putting them where they were supposed to be.
All right.
You know, like taking that McFarlane style and doing it with He-Man figures, and it was beautiful.
Right.
Like the art, the way they made these figures were great.
Nice.
But yeah, if you ever get a chance, look up the 200X series of Masters of the Universe, man. I think you would love the figures. They call them 200X because that's when it started in 2000, so that's why it's 200X. I don't even know what the name, what the actual series is called, but in the toy collecting world, that's what it's called, okay?
Yeah.
But yeah, they're having a big resurgence now, and my kid loves it, you know. And I'm excited to see the cartoon. I hope Kevin Smith does a good job with it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I hope it's not what everybody thinks it's going to be.
Well, what are they saying it's going to be?
Oh no, man! There's already hints that it's going to be basically the Teela show. They're going to get rid of He-Man.
Oh,
yeah. They're going to actually take him away from the entire show, because misogyny, I guess. You know,
I mean, there's.
Look, I'm being honest, man. That's what, you know. It's like the what is it, the social justice warrior kind of thing, and they're gonna feed into that He-Man stuff, and they're gonna kind of get rid of it.
I'm not trying to be like, why don't they just leave everything alone?
Right.
But I mean, there is a She-Ra show that's been out for a couple of years.
And actually, I've been saying that. I say, why are you gonna?
Good.
Why are you gonna do that when you already have She-Ra? You know what I'm saying? Like, She-Ra is actually the female He-Man.
Right.
And I don't understand why you're doing that. He has already a character. Like, he doesn't go over there and say, I'm going to take over your show. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just that doesn't work that way. I don't get it. I don't know why you think you need to do that. I think and this is nothing against Kevin or his family or anything, but I think it has a lot to do with his daughter.
Right. Which, I mean, dude, fucking have Teela be like a main character. Definitely. I just don't understand why get rid of him.
Right.
Or why not just let her have her own show? Like, you know what I mean? Like, why does it?
I agree.
Why would it be? I mean, is it called like He-Man and Masters of the Universe or something, or is it just called Masters of the Universe, or like what exactly is it called? Do you know?
It's called Masters of the Universe Revelations.
Okay. Yeah, well then, I mean, if they want to just focus on her, then have it be about her, I guess. But like, why write him out?
That's what. I don't know. I haven't figured it out. We'll see when it drops. It drops in a few days. Actually, it comes out in July something, July 12th, I think, or it's about a week.
And I'm also, like, it's not like I'm saying that it has to be like, well, why don't you just have He-Man for boys and She-Ra for girls?
No,
but you can have both characters then. Like, then don't make it about one or the other.
I was about to say,
it doesn't
dude,
have to be
I'm a huge fan
of
of She-Ra.
It's just a show about, it's like, you have some episodes that focus on him, some that focus on her. Like, I mean, if you want to keep it fucking balanced and diverse, I'm all for it, but you don't have to get rid of one character just for the sake of doing that,
Yeah, I get it, man.
Because I mean, a lot of like the so-called social justice warrior stuff. Dude, I mean, I understand it. Like, of course, and I'm not gonna bitch about it either, because it's like, well, why is everything just about like girls and non-white races? And it's like, well, I don't know, because we've kind of fucking held a monopoly on it since like forever. So I'm okay with ladies and non-whites getting the spotlight, of course, but do it naturally.
This is the only issue I have. Okay, I'm with you. I have no problem with them putting ladies in whatever race they want. I don't give a shit about that. I really don't care. As long as it's a great written story, I could give two fucks what color or what sex they are. I don't care. As long as they're one of the two sexes. Anyway, and my only issue is you're taking a property that is already there. Okay? Yeah. This is the property. This is how it is. Add a different character. Don't change other characters. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like the storyline. You know how things are going to go. Then it should stay that way. I mean, I get you can kind of change a few things and do certain things. And maybe, like you said, do a spinoff, for fuck's sake. Give somebody else a show. Go over there. Do that. No problem. Yeah. I would probably watch both shows. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll be all about it. Like, I watched She-Ra as a kid. I don't give a fuck. Yeah. It was awesome. I watched He-Man. I watched Thundercats. I watched all that shit. And you know what? I can tell you right now, I didn't care if it was a boy, girl, a fucking lizard, a black dude, a Chinese man, fucking a taco. I don't care. I was watching it because it was super cool and it was fun to watch. I didn't think race. I didn't think sex. I didn't think any of that.
Right.
And that's fucking problem.
But if you do go back and look at it now, you probably would notice that it's like, okay, white guy, white guy, white guy, white guy, white girl, white guy. Like it is like I get the sure, okay, and you change some stuff, of course, because I mean, because we don't know what it's like to like see no representation of ourselves in TV or movies for decades.
What are you talking about? I've never in my entire life went to a movie and not seen a person of color or a woman in it.
Well, I mean, like say with He-Man.
Clamp Champ is in there and there's plenty of women.
Clam what?
Clamp Champ.
Oh.
He was the black guy.
the one.
Hey, there was only one black guy in Star Wars too, motherfucker. So
right.
Billy D. You know, I mean, hey, whatever. There was no Mexicans. Yeah. I mean, what? Chewie? Just because he had that name don't mean he. Come on. There was no Asians. The only Asian was Nine Numb. You couldn't fucking understand him. Come on, man. You want me to keep going? Fuck.
No.
But I don't have a problem with any of that stuff, man. And
right.
And you know, and like I said, it's like, I think the only reason people notice these things now is because we're getting crammed down our fucking throats. And honestly, honestly, 100%, guys. Like, I am not a racist person, and I don't really care. Like I told you before, what color somebody is, what sex they are, it doesn't bother me anyway. As long as you're a good actor or actress and you do a great job and the story's incredible, I'm good with it. And to me, I think pushing,
there's gonna be like overcorrecting.
That's kinda, and I think we're
like
at that point.
Swing. So it's like, so I get it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think we're at that point. I think it's too much. I think people are getting tired of it, and it's causing a reverse issue where it's like before, okay, it's cool, I understand your problems, we'll fix it, you know, we'll kind of work with it. But now it's like people who need work are like a just out of curiosity, you know, just out of, say like a 45 to 50-year-old white man can't get a job because, you know, this. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just saying, like, in the acting world, not like a real, like, that kind of job. Because they're pushing more stuff like that. And, and I think it's reverse racism, and it's not fair.
Right.
But you know what I mean? I mean, like, I'm saying, like...
I should have got a Jetsons print.
Yeah, you should have. You should have. That's where it all ends up, like, the reverse racism, because you should have bought something from Tom Cook, who's an old white man.
Yes.
For your Asian daughter.
Yes.
But you know what I mean, man. I'm like, you know me, dude. You know who I am. You know I'm not like that. And I'm just saying, I just feel like it's kind of like too much. You know? I mean, it's been too much in the scene, and things have been getting kind of ridiculous.
Yeah, but I mean, we're figuring it all out.
Yeah.
You know, I mean,
and I just hate to see people.
So I get it. Like, I understand it. Like, it's gotta happen because it was so far away. And I mean, if people are going to complain, then they're going to complain about. People are always going to complain about something,
right? And I just hate the fact that we're going to get to this point, and it's still not going to solve any issues, and it's going to cause even more, you know, more.
Right, but then we'll steer away from it and go another way and be like, all right, well, you know, just putting this in for this sake isn't going to work, so let's reach. I think it's going to swing back and reach a middle ground eventually, but it's like it's overcorrecting for decades of fucked up things, so it's like, well, whatever.
Yep. And like I said, I love everybody, but I just think we need to chill out a little bit, you know.
But you said you hate no.
Oh, Lou Ferrigno? Yeah, he's a fucking asshole.
Yeah.
That's the only one. That's the only one. I can't stand. Everybody knows I hate Lou Ferrigno. 2 for 40,
You hate the
motherfucker.
deaf.
No, I don't hate the deaf. Fuck you. Fuck you. Don't put those words in my mouth, you fucker. I help.
They won't hear it.
That's true. That deaf motherfucker, though. 2 for 40 piece of shit. Anyway, guys, I had enough. We're ranting enough. This has been fun. Me and Vernon. This is actually the first time me and Vernon actually did a show without a guest, and I think it turned out pretty good.
The second one.
No.
Yeah.
How is it the second one?
Because the first one was the Switchblade one.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
But we had stuff to talk about. This was kind of like a...
God, will you pay attention to the fucking show, man? I swear.
Sorry, man. But what I meant, like, this...
See,
this,
you've
episode,
grown weary. You're old. You need to just go.
I do.
I'm the new kid that's your age that's coming to replace you.
I'm passing the torch to the same old white man.
Right.
Because we don't have enough representation of white people.
Yep. You got rid of the Asian guy.
Well, he was brown. And we'll see. Yeah, this show is pretty ethnic.
Yeah.
And we had a Asian guy, 2 black dudes. The rest of us are white. Well, Rum's Polish.
And you got rid of all of them.
And I got you.
I don't know what the fuck I am.
Anyway. Thanks, guys, for sitting back, listening to us talk bullshit.
Yeah.
We hope you enjoyed the show.
You fucking did enjoy the show.
They did. I want to say thanks. Thank you, Vernon. And
thank you, Wayne.
I was your host, Wayne.
And I was your co-host, Vernon.
And always remember to keep it mulatto. Yeah.
Adieu, parting with such sweet sorrow.
Go ahead and run. Run home and cry to Mama. Okay then. That's it.
Get the